Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to North Country Off Grid. We got a whole pallet of these compressed energy logs. There's sawdust bricks. And today in this video, we are going to be installing a damper on the stovepipe. So that's what you guys are going to see today. We got these things. It's a very cold week coming up. And so to utilize them the best, the most efficiently, we're going to put a damper in the stove. We have not had a damper in it. We just throw logs in, burn it, let it go. We do not have an electric air blower in our stove, so we've always allowed it to just basically do its own thing in there. But with these, they burn so hot and they burn so efficiently, and we want to be able to damper it down and extend the life of our burn. So let's get set up and we'll get one installed. Okay, so we're all set up. Going over the tools you're going to need to install. Guys, here's our damper. Here's what we're putting in. A little 6-inch stovepipe damper. You'll need that. We took it apart. You'll need your stovepipe. This is our little insert. Rubber mallet or a hammer of some type will work. And then we're using a 1/4-inch bit. And this is a tight bit. You may want to go a little bit bigger, but I'm going to keep it real tight. Okay, guys, so the first thing we want to do is we want to just go ahead and take our pipe and figure out where we want our damper. Now this seam is the back of the pipe, so we want to make sure that it is directly behind where we're going to stick the damper in. So we're going to come off 90 degrees. So if my seam is here, we want to drill a hole in here. And so the first thing we're going to do is just drill a pilot hole. And I'm eyeballing all of this. That's all you ever need to do. We're going to come up about 6-7 inches. So this part will be down in the stove. We're going to come up about 6-7 inches, and that's where we're going to install it. Okay, so you just want to make your first hole. There you are, got our hole. And then you want to make sure you're going to fit through there. So that's good. So it's tight, but it's going through fairly easily. So we're okay with that. Now what you want to do, instead of trying to drill all the way through, we're going to kind of cheat it. You put it in there, make sure it goes right where you want it. You don't want to sit and drill holes in your pipe hoping that you're making it straight across. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a glove on so we don't get all dirty. I'm going to take this up and get it to where it's going to go through. Okay, so we've got it connected in there. And now we want to figure out how it's going to get completely flat. We want to make sure it can get completely flat because that's how we dampen the stove down. So we're going to get it in here, we're going to get her turned. We're going to eye it for level. Okay, so you can see it's all the way in and through. And now this rod that we're trying to drill another hole for is all the way in and to the other side. Now to get the mark to drill over here, all we're going to do is take our hammer and hit that. And we're going to use it like a punch. Now I can tell it's a little out of level, so we're going to adjust it just a little more. All right, piece of cake, so we'll pull this back out. Okay, now you can see right there, we've got a tiny little dot, and that's going to give us our mark. Okay guys, we got our 2 holes drilled both sides, so we're ready to install this thing. This is a quick and easy install. You sure can make it a little more complicated than it needs to be. All right guys, so there you go. We're all installed. We've got it in there. We've got a working damper. We just turn this thing, it opens up. And now we can adjust our fire. Guys, that is it for this video. We did get these logs back here. This is the first time we've ever used these things. So what we're gonna do is put them to the test for a couple of days. We've got some very cold nights coming up. We're gonna go ahead and put these things to the test and give you guys a review on those as well. Now we're used to chopping up our own wood. We bought some of this stuff to get us through. We did run out of firewood, but we are good now. So stay tuned for that video if you guys want to see a review on these, whether or not these are better than cutting your own wood. So I hope that helps you guys out. If you need to install a damper, don't be intimidated by it. It's a pretty easy little gig. You only need a couple tools, a little bit of common sense, and you're good to go. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.